Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is TDC, and welcome back to some more FTB Infinity Evolved Expert Mode here on the FTOG server. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic today. We are over at spawn right now because I came to borrow a Reaper 5 enchanted book from Non-Sanity. And I think he's streaming right now, and it is really laggy here. Gold shelf. Second book, gold shelf, he said. So, Reaper 5. Perfect. Thank you, dude. And we're gonna go copy this real quick. And whoa! What is that? What's with the red? No idea. Screen went red and got poisoned. Am I spelling that right? Maybe he's just as clueless as I am. I have no idea what that was. That's not the first time that's happened to me, and I have no idea what the deal is. Okay. Alright, so we're going to head back over to the cave base, and we'll see if we can fly over there without creating too much lag for everybody. Ooh, almost there. There we go, and now let's see if we can gracefully fall into the hole. Oh, that was almost perfect. Check that out. And I think we may have everything here that we need. So, okay, so that's there. Now we can throw that in there. Wait, what? What am I getting out of this? What's going on? What does she need? You got ink. Okay, there you go. You're working now. Sweet. So we're just gonna make a copy of this Reaper 5 book, and we need to put it on our cleaver here. That way we can start collecting mob souls, because today I want to take a look at setting up some stabilized mob spawners from Draconic Evolution. So it'd be really rad, because we need the mob drops for multiple different things, and I think we can take advantage of it using Reaper 5, so it's going to be pretty awesome. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time here. I'm going to get these 3 books copied up. I'm going to return one to Non, and then we'll come back and put it on our cleaver and get started with today's episode. Alright, so let's see if we can do this. We gotta put that there, this here. Other way around? Can't do it in this one? Oh no. Oh no. What about this one? Can we do it here? Other way around? Nope. No. Okay, so we're gonna have to make another sword. Really wanted to be able to put it on this guy. Let's see, what's the other? We're just missing a normal vanilla spawner, right? So maybe, or a vanilla anvil anyway. Oh, wrong portal. I keep getting confused. I think this one is still tied to my other base, but it's not. We gotta use the book. This guy here. Come through here, and let's see if we can make a vanilla anvil. So, anvil, and we just need one. Yeah, this one right here. So we need some iron blocks. Like so. 1, 2, 3. Put that together. And let's see. Can we do this now? No. Still not working. Whoa. Double swords. Not actually there. Alright, well, now I guess maybe we should look at making a different sword. And I'm wondering if we should make one of the Draconic Evolution swords. So if we go back to Draconic, this guy right here, Sword of the Wyvern. This was pretty difficult to make, and I don't really think I want to do that. We are going to have to make the pickaxe of the Wyvern. Oh man, we got to do all this over again? Alright, well, it looks like we probably need to do this. So I'm going to knock the sword and the pick out, because we need the pick to be able to pick up the stabilized spawners, I do believe. Or can we just do this one? Oh, okay, we don't want that one. That one's a little bit harder. We'll do the Wyvern. That's fine. Alright, so I remembered why we stopped making the Draconic Evolution stuff last episode, and that is because we're short on Thaumium. We have no Thaumium left. Got everything but Thaumium. How much Mana Steel do we have? We've got 19 more pieces of mana steel, so we can make 19 of these wyvern cores, or the awakened cores. Is that what this one is? No, that one's even harder. So what's the one that we needed? The wyvern core? Yeah, the wyvern core. Yep, so that's going to be a thing. We're going to have to jump into Thaumcraft today. So I think it's probably about time. We haven't really messed with any Thaumcraft yet. I have done a little bit of research and different things over at the cave. If we come over here, I've got kind of my Thaumcrafty setup right here with all the junk that we're going to need from this mod and some stuff in here. But let's see, how do we make thaumium? If we go in here, is it in this one? It's been a long time since I've messed with any Thaumcraft, so there's a lot of stuff here that's new. Thaumaturgy. I feel like this is what we're going to need, but apparently it's not. Alchemy. This one right here. Scribing tools and paper. Do I have scribing tools and paper in here? No paper, but that's okay. We can make some real quick. Let's do this. Give me all this paper. Liquid paper. It's perfect. Let's do this. Like so. Scribing tools, paper, thaumium, get. So now we have to take it over here. We have to throw it in this guy, which goggles of revealing. We probably want that soon, but we need this one first. So now we have to connect these two. And I'm not sure if I went over this before, but you have to use these different aspects here to connect these two in order to make this a knowledge fragment or knowledge something or other. So it's kind of like a little mini game thing. You got to come in here to see what connects to both of these. So we've got the metallum, and I think this is precantatio, something like that. Yeah, precantatio. So I'm gonna have to play this mini game real quick to get these two lines connected, and that should teach us how to make thaumium, and then we'll have to make everything else that we need. So I'm gonna get started on this real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I know it's a little cheaty, but it's so much easier than playing this stupid little game. I know there's probably some people that really like this aspect of Thaumcraft, but I hate it. I cannot do it, man. But there is a research helper online where you can actually go and say you need to get from metallum to precantatio in 3 steps, and it brings up everything that you're going to need. So that's what I'm using here. And we need vitreous is the first one. Let's see, vitreous? No. No. Oh, we're wasting. Right there. And then we need ordo, like so. And then we need a potentia right there. Boom. Bada bing. We got a discovery. So now we can take this and we can right click on it like so. And now that should unlock all of this stuff here. So thaumium. Oh, we're going to need mana steel. Are you serious? With precantatio. And what has precantatio on it? Does it say in here? I don't think it does. If we come back in here, we come into the aspects of magic. Precantatio. This, no. Where is it? Can I pass it? There it is. So it looks like any of these items here. Looks like some anvils and other things. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to do this as ender pearls. That's probably the best bet. Alright, well, it looks like we need to make a crucible and do some other stuff real quick. So I got to get some other stuff set up. I want to get the niter, which I have this one right here. So I had to do this real quick. And this can be our lava source or heat source for our, what is it called? A crucible. So I'm going to do this real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so I think we got just about everything we're going to need here. We're going to have to play around with this crucible thing just a little bit more, but let's go ahead and make it real quick. So we just need a normal vanilla cauldron. We got to right click on it with this guy, and it becomes a cauldron. This guy, or crucible, sorry. And then we need a water source here, so I made a sink, and that's not the texture that I picked, but that's okay. So we'll stick that in there, and then I believe we need to throw one of these guys in there, and then 2 of those guys in there, like so. I guess we probably need to turn our magnet off so this actually works. If we do, let's look down at this. Oh, we didn't pick up the torches. There we go. Let's do that. Get up on this. I'm going to have to make a little contraption or stand or something for this because it's too high. But if we throw those in there, oh, we got to get it boiling first, don't we? Okay, so what can we put here? Maybe we should just take this over real quick and do it with lava. Do we have lava in our system? If we don't, I know we can get some over here, like so. There we go. And now we can go back over to our little island place. We'll do this real quick, and then we can move it back. So let's just go ahead and stick the lava here, and we'll put that there and place this guy right there like so. We'll grab some water, put that in there, and this should start boiling in just a second. Any second. Right now? No? Okay. Oh, there we go. It's working. So can I stand? Oh, I can't stand there? Okay, we'll stand here. Right there. 2 torches. And then 1 piece of coal. And then we can right click on it like... No. I thought that's how we made niter. Let's try this again. So in this one, niter. Oh, we gotta throw glowstone in there. I'm a derp. Alright, let me do this real quick. Okay, so let's try this again. Hopefully, we've got everything here that we're gonna need. So we need a total of, if we take a look in our Thaumonomicon, for the niter, we need 3 ignis, 3 lux, and 3 potentia. So if my math is correct, we should get 6 from these 3 pieces of coal, 6 lux from these 6 torches, and then we just need the 2 glowstone, right? So this should make 2 batches of this niter stuff. So let's try it. We're gonna throw that in, this in, and then if we throw that in, there we go, we got it back. So now this should be good. If we right click on that, it's just gonna get rid of everything that's in there, and I don't think there was anything left over. Sweet. So now we could probably bring this crucible back if we wanted to. That would probably make life easier. So let's do that. Give me this, and that can go there. So let's head back up here and we'll give this a shot. We should probably, is my sink still up here? Yeah, the sink's still here. So now we can put that there, and then we can put the crucible on top of that, and that should be exactly what we need. So if we put some water in here, it should start boiling, I believe, and we get a cool little light source thing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up kind of around this, because if you have extra stuff in here and you don't use it, it's going to fly up into the atmosphere and stuff like that, and we don't want that. So if we build around this and have no airspace for the stuff to go, it should not generate. So I'm going to work out something real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, dudes, so we got this all set up over here, and it looks like we are pretty much all set for thaumium, except for one minor detail. I think I overlooked this earlier. I might have mentioned it, but I just forgot during this whole process. But we need mana steel. So that means we have to get into Botania now in order to make the mana steel and the thaumium that we're going to need to continue with Draconic Evolution. So let's go see. Do I have a Lexica Botania in here? I don't think we do, so we may just have to make one. Lexica? Nope. So Lexica, I think it's just a book and a sapling. Oh, we actually need gold nuggets. Okay. And some flowers. Do we have the stuff to make a book? There we go. So let's do that. And then we just need 2 more mana flowers. Does it matter what color? Because there's a lot around here. Well, I say that, and they're not nowhere to be found. Here they are. So let's take a red one and a red one. And we'll see if these work. Whoa, wrong floor. Go down here. Eventually I'm going to hook up another crafting terminal and stuff up there. That way we can do stuff on the 2nd floor as well. So if we put these here like this. Oh, it has to be a certain color? Oh, we need 1 more. Dang it. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do a blue one now for good measure. There we go. Get back up here. And stick this in the bottom. There is our Lexica Botania. Alright. We're getting achievements galore today. In game. There we go. Basics and mechanics. Welcome to Botania. Pure Daisy. I think I have a couple of these. Let's see. Back. We need mana. Generating flora. So this is what we want. So we could go with day blooms, but I do believe they degrade after time. So like after 20 minutes they turn into like the dried up dead bushes. So maybe that's not what we want. I'm not real sure what we can do. The endo flame would be kind of cool. These guys will suck up coal or whatever's nearby, and I think this would probably be a good way of doing it because we have a ton of coal. So what do we need for this? We need mana powder. Shift click to see recipe. That's not mana powder. Oh, okay, so that is just glowstone, any kind of powder. And that'll give us mana powder. Okay. Mana glass, all that good stuff. So it looks like we've got a little bit of work to do here. And I don't know, we should be good to go for a little while. But let's see, we need to make the petal apothecaries. So if we type in petal apothecary, do we have one of these? I don't know if we do. So compressed, do this. Let's just make a couple stacks of this stuff. Throw that in there. And was it double compressed? Oh, it is, man. All right, so 1, 2, 3. And then everything else we should have, we need some petals. So we need cauldron and then petals. So magical, mystical, no. All right, so we gotta go grab a couple more flowers. So I'm gonna get some stuff set up here, and we'll come back and we'll take a look at some of this Botania stuff. All right, so it looks like the first thing we're gonna have to make is some of these pure daisies, so we can get some living wood and living stone, I believe is what it's called. And I don't know how you get these. Maybe you need shears to get the 2 tall Botania plants. Not real sure, but we're just gonna leave them for now. And we kind of hit the jackpot as far as like these white flowers go, because I've been flying around for a while. I haven't really been able to find too many of them. But how many do we got now? We got 13. That's not bad. So that's 26 petals. Is there any more laying around here somewhere that we can just snag them up? I don't think so. That might have been all of them. That was all the white petals on the server. We found them all just now. So, yeah. Alright, so I think that's probably enough to start with. So over here, I made up the petal apothecary, I think is what it's called. Yeah, petal apothecary. And so now, oh, we need seeds too, don't we? I remember doing this a while back. Shift to stop automation. Yeah, where is it? Living wood. So we're gonna have to make a couple of different things. The white is bright and pure. Yeah, so I think we need some normal seeds. Now, do we have normal seeds? We may not. Let's take a look. Seed. We have 1. Sweet. Will any kind of seeds work for this, or do we need... We probably have some more just normal wheat seeds and stuff over at the other base, but let's just take a look. So we need to put... I think it's... Can we... No, we gotta toss these guys in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's kind of cool. It shows you the recipe on here now. So if we throw that in there, that's gonna give us a pure daisy. So sweet. Let's do this. If we do water in there, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if we go into our inventory, can we do potato seeds? Oh, we can. Oh, but it sucked up all my seeds. Oh no, there they are. Cool, so we can use a bunch of different seeds if we need to. That's pretty handy information to know. So now we need to set down some different types of wood and some stone and let this stuff convert over. You know what I really need is some elevator blocks, or here and to get to and from. So let's see, do we have any? I think we have spruce, right? Yeah, so we got a ton of spruce, and then we need some stone. Just normal stone. There we go. And then let's do this. What do we want to do this at? Let's go take a nap real quick. I can only sleep at night. It's not nighttime yet. It's close enough. We'll just do this right down here. I think this is probably a pretty good spot for it. And yeah, so that should be good. So what we want to do is we're going to set this one up, and then we need an 3x3 around it, so we need a total of 9 blocks for each one of these flowers. So we'll put that one down there, and let's take this wood. We'll do the wood on this side. Oh, and you know what? Actually, we're gonna do this. So if we come down here, let's take out all of these blocks like so. Whoops. We're destroying everything, so let's go ahead and replace some of this. Do that, and then we'll get rid of these. like so. And now we're going to take the spruce wood, do it like this, put these here, boom, boom, and then on this side we will have the stone, like so. If I wouldn't double click things. And now I went ahead and made a builder's wand off camera. So now all we gotta do is just come in here, we can do that, and it throws down everything we need. So now you see these little particles floating around these blocks. Yep, eventually this will change into living wood and this will change into living stone, and that is what we need to continue on. So if we take a look at our generating flora, or was it under this thing here? Pure daisy. Yeah, this guy. So we need a living wood twig, and that's made from 2 living wood. And then we're also going to need the mana stone, the living wood, to make the what is it? The mana pool to collect all the mana. So we need this stuff for a few different projects. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to collect up probably about a stack of each of this, and we'll be right back. Alright dudes, so I went ahead and made up a whole stack of the mana stone, or the living stone, and the living wood, and I made a couple of items here. So we made some mana pools, we made a mana spreader, and I also made the wand of the forest. Yep, so we got that all out of the way. That took a very long time to make up all that stone. We need to automate that somehow. But I also went out and collected a whole bunch of different colored flowers so I can make some day blooms, or yeah, day blooms. I keep wanting to call these mana blooms for some reason. But these are passive generating flowers. So basically these will last, I believe it's about 20 minutes, and then after that they kind of die and they turn into the dead bushes or whatever they're called. And we can just replace them as they go for a little bit. But I figured this is probably a good way to start off with some basic mana generation. So I'm getting some weird, I think it's like lighting lag here, and it's driving me crazy. So I really need to work on lighting this place up. But so we want to go ahead and put these guys down, and actually what I want to do first is set up the mana spreader and the mana pool. So we'll put the mana pool right here, and then we'll set up a mana spreader back here somewhere. So we'll put 1 block up, we'll put that guy there, and we'll go ahead and link this thing up. So how do we do that again? Traveling time? Oh, Grok is over there cheating, eh? I see. How do we... There we go. Bind mode. Bind mode. There we go. It's working now. So we can go ahead and get rid of this, and now we can start plopping these guys down here like so. And we should do it in a pattern like this. So... No, I want to get rid of that one and replace those here. We'll also do this one here. So now I think we have to link each one of these flowers up to this guy. Oh no, it's already linked, it looks like. So cool. Oh, we got some mana already. Alright, so now we just need to wait for this guy to fill up just enough so we can make some of the other flowers. But I think that's going to take a little bit, and I don't really want to do a whole bunch of Botania and Thaumcraft on camera, so I think I'm probably going to try to knock this out as quick as possible. That way, when we come back next episode, we will have enough mana to make the mana steel, and we can turn the mana steel into thaumium, and all that kind of good stuff. So, but anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. We've done enough tinkering around with magic for today, so I think next episode will probably be a little bit more magic, and then after that, we can move back onto the tech. So I'm super excited about trying to get this stuff, all the Thaumcraft stuff, linked up with AE2. That's something I've always wanted to do and never been able to. So we are going to be taking a look at all that stuff. So it should be pretty awesome. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support on this series. I really appreciate it. Go check out everybody else on the server. A lot of good stuff happening over there. Grok, Brink, everybody. Nan, his live streams. It's all good stuff, man. So go check the links in the description below, and I will see you guys next time, all right? Thank you so much for watching. Peace.